Welcome back, first timers, but if you're new here, I'm David, and this is Terry.
We're the first timers. We're trying things for the first time, and you can too.
And in today's episode, we have another exciting camping adventure for you. We're coming at you from Falling Water State Park in Chipley, Florida.
Where we're going to check out the campsite and a 73-foot waterfall.
That waterfall is the tallest waterfall in all of Florida, and the campsite's situated on one of the tallest hills in Florida. So come along with us while we show you the campsite, but stay to the end so you can see that waterfall in action.
We're here in the RV campsites at Falling Water State Park, and it's up on a hill. The road's a little bit narrow, and the campsites are on a loop. And there's a bathhouse in the middle and a dump station right here next to it. Each of the campsites, while they're a little bit small, they have a picnic table, a fire ring, water, and electric hookups. You can book these sites up to 11 months out. It is a little bit rural out here, and it is a popular spot, but not as popular as some of the other state parks. And fun fact, it's one of the highest hills here in Florida at 324 feet above sea level.
Before we get to the waterfall, we want to stop off at the 2-acre swimming lake right here in the campsite. It's a little murky and there are alligator signs, so we're going to stay out of the water this time, and it's a little bit chilly.
Just a little bit chilly, but they do have a nice white sand beach.
It looks like a nice place to relax. You could paddle board, just hang out by the water. Just be bear aware and alligator aware. Big shout out to JB.86 for sending out this Whoopee hooded sweater. So I love my Whoopee, and this is actually a sweater, hooded sweater, made out of Whoopee material. It's one of the warmest things I've ever owned, so thank you JB86 for that. And Terry appreciates it because now I'm not complaining about being cold.
It's true, he gets grumpy. There are multiple paths that connect the campground, waterfall, and the lake, and they're all paved paths and walking trails.
As we mentioned earlier, there are a number of trails here at the state park. There's the Terrace Trail, which is a 15-minute leisurely walk through planted trees. There's a Wiregrass Trail that is a 20-minute hike, and then there's the Sinkhole Trail, which is about a 45-minute walk.
Right now we're standing in their butterfly sanctuary. There's all kinds of little plants and herbs. Pretty cool. Got a bunch of butterflies flying around.
On the Sinkhole Trail, they also have a handicap accessible trail that'll get you down there a little bit more safely.
We've got a couple of waterfall viewing options. We're going to try the upper waterfall viewing overlook first. We're here in the early fall, and the waterfall is listed at a very low flow today. We'll try and get closer to see if we can see the waterfall in action.
She's a little dry today, but don't let that deter you. It sounds like this waterfall really gets flowing when she's in the mood. So maybe early fall is not the best time and you want to come out after some rains, but it's still beautiful. It's a huge hole. It's just a little dry right now.
Even though the waterfall is not flowing, a dry hole is still a good hole. And it's pretty cool down here. It is Florida's finest waterfall. But just note, if you're coming down to the lower overlook area, you do have quite a few steps to come down. Well, we didn't see a gushing waterfall, but maybe we can go see some holes, some sinkholes.
That was another quick down and dirty state park tour. And if you like this tour, then you probably would like this one right here, where we toured Fred Gannon's Rocky Bayou State Park in Niceville, Florida. Thanks again for following along in this episode, and join us next time when we try something else new for the first time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. First timers.
High five.
They got some really nice holes here.